There are 2 minutes. Hey, everybody on Facebook Live. I gotta move my monitor over here. Excuse me. We are playing the Eagles and the long run. And funny story for you. Thomas Stanley was 33 years old runner. He was a 33-year-old runner from Andover, Kansas, and was about to cross the finish line of a 50-kilometer race when he was suddenly struck and killed by lightning. It was the Flat Rock Trail Race at the Elk City State Park. Race director Carolyn Robinson said the day started off hot and sunny before a small storm hit the area. Stanley was tragically struck the moment the storm blew in. Other racers, including a doctor, tried to CPR, but no avail. The race organizers said in a Facebook post that Stanley was included in the finisher list, even though he didn't complete the race. They said that he completed the full distance. The results showed that he came in 11th out of 104 competitors. It would have been a better story if he would have came in 13th, right? I mean, right?
Stand over there further.
Oh, you think I'm going to get hit by lightning?
I don't know.
Just proof positive. Going out and running is unhealthy to do. It's just unhealthy. I am mourning the loss of Twitter right now. We have Twitter doesn't seem to be working. TweetDeck doesn't seem to be working. That's tragic. Very upset by those things. What else is going on? 40 seconds. In the long run. Oh, I was supposed to text Casey and tell her we were on. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have time to do this. Okay, she said you didn't text. I'm trying! Damn. Okay, well. This is how you communicate in long-distance relationships, people. You do a radio show and go Facebook Live. So here's a problem. I actually don't... Okay. I'm an idiot. I forgot my headphones. There.
It's the Wake Up Call with Phil Quinn.
I forgot my headphones. I'm an idiot.
Richmond's
Oh well.
Classic Hits, 1017.
And it's 6:45 here on your Wake Up Call. How's things sound? Things sound okay?
Sounds good to me.
We're on Facebook Live, and it's 71 degrees, and I left my headphones in the other studio. Okay, Jeff Lane is over here from the newsroom. We're talking about what's going on in the news today. We're on Facebook Live. Thank you to all those folks chiming in. Nice group of folks today joining us, and all those folks on the airwaves, of course, as well. What's going on in the news?
Well, let's talk about Ivy Tech's new Chancellor, Dr. Stacy Atkinson, officially named yesterday as the replacement for Chad Bolzer. I know that you had a chance to talk with her, and we'll be hearing a lot more from her coming up at, around 7:45?
Yes.
About an hour from now.
Yes, about 7:45. We'll have her conversation. She's a rock star, man. I mean, she's going to be great for the area. You know, the number one question that people want to know is, are you moving here? Because she has been the vice chancellor and worked with Ivy Tech since 2015, but she and her husband and family have lived in Westfield. Now, interestingly enough, he's an IU East grad, and he wants to move back here, but we don't go very far into this in detail in the interview, he works for Grissom Air Force Base as an air traffic controller. So we're trying to see if he can get transferred over to Wright Pat. Now, that is a cool job shadow day.
Oh,
so
man.
If that happens, we got to go with Keith and hang out over there. But Stacy's cool. I mean, it's a good fit for the campus, and excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm paid to say that, by the way.
The really good news for Belden.
Yep.
You might remember last year, Belden got a lot of national recognition for a program that they established or helped to implement. It's called Pathways to Employment. And what it did, it took people who normally would be rejected from a job application due to drug addiction, and not only got those people help, but also promised them a job if they could successfully complete the rehab. A lot of people came from Washington last year to check that out, including Second Lady Kara Pence. Well, Belden has again been nominated for a national award, the Citizens Award, based on that program. It'll be announced at a ceremony in November in Washington.
By God, keep nominating them until they win it.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Okay.
And then I know that you were on hand to moderate a discussion yesterday at Ivy Tech. Speaking of Ivy Tech, Reed Health and Meridian Health Services, as part of that, talking about a partnership that they formed to help expectant and new mothers dealing with drug addiction. That'll be beginning at some point early next year.
Yep. They hope. I mean, it's a program that's been running in Muncie right now. Just a good conversation about a lot about the heroin issue, the transition that a lot of people have been going to meth, and how expectant mothers want to do the right thing. They want to get their baby healthy. They want to get off drugs, and so this maternal treatment program could be really, really beneficial. So
yeah, a couple police things to catch up on. There was a pretty big response to an incident on South 13th, the 2100 block of South 13th, early this morning. A suicidal man with a gun was the initial report. Not only did SWAT respond, also county deputies, state police, Centerville police. To make a fairly long story fairly short, the guy claimed to have been asleep the whole time and was taken to Reed Health, where he is still at last check, at least for an examination. And just a follow-up to that shooting in Oak Park that we told you about yesterday, a police report yesterday confirmed what really led to that whole thing, and that was an allegation of sexual misconduct with a minor. Started that dispute, according to the police report. We still don't know if the man who shot himself will face any criminal charges. He is expected to survive. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, let's talk about I-70. There was another crash again there last night going into the construction zone.
are we doing it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hang on. Just
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Hang
yeah.
on. Just one second. I
Sorry.
got to do this for our
Okay.
Facebook people.
Yep.
Okay. All right. There you go.
That's some good headbanging music right
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Well, anyway, this is near the state line. Two semis at least collided, closed the highway down for at least an hour. Now, this is at 6 o'clock last night, and as I'm coming in, I get onto I-70. It's usually about 3:35 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and right when I got on, right there at the Ohio Arch, there were probably a dozen semis that had all pulled over. They obviously said, "Screw it, I'm just going to pull over and go to sleep," and that's where they were. Still.
Yeah. Don't do that in the city limits. They'll tell you. If you got a semi parked on the side of the road and it's running, good luck to you.
I guarantee those things are going to keep continuing to happen.
Yeah.
As we go through this construction period. Oh, one real quick thing also. Several more ditch fires reported across the area yesterday from people throwing cigarettes out and lighting leaves and grass on fire.
Yeah, can't do it.
I know there were two more yesterday. That brings to the total of at least seven now in the last 6 days across our listening area. And as a result of today's heat, also Preble Shawnee is going to be dismissing 2 hours early.
Oh, they're dismissing early because they don't have air conditioning in the
Correct.
building? Is that the deal?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Boy, we are getting to that time of year where it's going to be school closing delays. There's going to be fog and some frost, and I'm not ready. I am just not ready for that. It is. It's going to be a high of 69 on Friday, and then it's going to be a high of 32 starting October the 9th, and it'll never see the light of day. I mean, that'll be it. That'll be it for the whole. I'm already upset about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we played Highway to Hell earlier, and I think that this question of the day is sort of dancing with the devil. I mean, it's a tricky one. Our question of the day: if I gave you $250,000, would you give me 1 year of your life?
No,
Why not?
not even close. That's not enough money.
Okay, but there is a number.
There's not enough number that I'd give up a year of my life, but there is enough number, we had this conversation, that I would spend a year like in jail.
Okay.
And that would be like, 10 million, I'll start thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah.
$5 million? You could put me in jail for a year tomorrow, and if it was $1 million.
No.
I would do that. I need to be the Wayne County Jail, though. I trust those correction officers. I don't want to. Don't put me where they put Jeffrey Epstein. I don't want to. I don't want to go to that one. And I don't want solitary either. I mean, I want normal, regular old jail. 3 meals a day. I'll work in the library with Brooks, and we'll deliver. I'll get a black crow to sit on my. I mean, you give me $1 million on the other side of that. But what if it was the last year? So they said, look, we're going to give you $250,000 now, but that last year you're hanging on, we're just going to wipe that one away. We'll take that one where you're in pain and on oxygen and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad thought.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
I don't want to take next year. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to miss a whole year there because so many things. I mean, some people have good years and bad years. Some people just have kind of a normal up and down year. But there's still a lot that goes on in a whole year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I said this earlier. I am. It's either the best thing that's ever happened to me or the worst thing that Twitter is down. I don't know what to do while we're in commercial breaks. I mean, I check Twitter, and what's happening? You're okay with it. You're okay that Twitter's dead right now.
Could not care less. Doesn't bother me in the least.
But the president's not tweeting. That can't be bad,
That's right.
right? Regardless of what silo you're in, the president not tweeting has to be a good thing. All right. Jeff Lade, thanks, man.
See ya.
Sir here. Come to at the 911 Tavern on Main.
Well, that was strange. Did that whole thing without headphones.
The 911 Tavern
I
on
could
Main.
be reprimanded. That's like being a cop and going out on your beat without your weapon, or you're a firefighter and you forget the hose. The headphones are a pretty important deal, and I need to go get mine. All right. Stacy Atkinson, Dr. A, is going to be a guest on the show at 7:45. Wet Nose Wednesday's coming up next.